to those two guys. Dwayne would teach you things without even teaching you things.
Give us an example, Dirk.
But just the way Dwayne was. He didn't pull any punches. He just went out and told you the way it was. And now when you're done, come back to the trailer and have a beer with us.
There was no sugarcoating anything with Dwayne.
No sugarcoating.
Yep.
And Gary is still, as far as I'm concerned, he is one of the nicest gentlemen in pulling that I've ever met. And I've met a lot of people.
Yep.
I think their whole family is.
Yes, yeah. Their whole family. I'm just their whole family is. I mean, the whole Brinkmeyer family is that way, and it all comes from Dad.
Yep.
You never see any of them not smiling. Hardly ever.
They're never coming out complaining about this or complaining about that. Yeah, they're a class act all the way.
Yep. You know, and if they're not happy, they don't really say a lot. But if somebody's doing good, they do congratulate them, say good job. You know, they do. If the sled operator's doing a good job or whoever, you know, the track was great, they will go out, and I've seen them go out and thank people, and that goes a long ways from that family. You know, it means a lot. They're a big name in tractor pulling.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well,
it's kind of like that. I saw something the other day on social media. It says, you know, it's okay to be happy for somebody else having success. Like Brinkmeyers are grateful when they win. They're grateful when they lose. You know what I mean? And they're good people. They have the right attitude on it. And I don't like when people say, oh, that puller's a whiner, or they showed too much emotion. What you don't understand, fans, I think most of you do, but the people that they don't understand that the amount of money that's put into these things, we all know that we're not doing this to let them make money. We're doing this to compete. And the competition is what it's all about. At that time you're on the track, so if something breaks or something doesn't go right, it's okay to show a little of emotion. You know, or if you have a good pass, I love that, because that's why at the end of the day, that's why you're doing it. Because everybody says once we're off the track, we're all friends, and that is the truest thing. You'll see any Badger State class, if somebody breaks, the whole team's up there helping them, or you know, the whole class. But as soon as they strap in that roll cage and put that helmet on, they want to kick each other's ass, and that's just good stuff. That's great competition, and that's what it's all about. I hate it when I hear somebody say, "Oh, that guy's a big baby" or whatever. No, he's passionate. He wants to win. She wants to win. You know, emotion's so good for the sport. That's why I love pullers like Jeff Hurt and stuff like that. You know, that pump a fist, or if they have a crappy pass, they talk about it. The personality of it, I think that makes it fun. That's what's been fun for me for social media and everybody covering pulling from social media, to really show the human being underneath the helmet. That's why I feel like the sport's growing and starting to do some new levels.
There's another side to that, Jason, though. But if they get mad and they show that emotion, and somebody's got their heart into what they're doing as a flagman or a tech official.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm not giving people permission to rip a flagman's ass. Not that at all. I just mean if they get out and they kind of, or something like that, or they pump a fist when they win. I've heard people say, no, you should never chew a tech official's ass, anything like that. No.
Right.
No, or yell at a sled operator. I mean, I've been around pulling enough, and I've seen it. I've been part of it. I get it, but no, you respect those people, because they're out there. They're doing it for the same passion as well. They want to be part of it. They want to run a safe event and stuff like that. No, I'm just talking about just pure excitement and
raw emotion.
Raw emotion. Not yelling at a tech official or something like that. So thank you for clarifying that, because
it's been an interesting year, Jason.
Oh no, I've seen some stuff where I've been to this summer, guys, too. It's been very interesting. So I just kind of wait for the next thing to happen, to be honest.
Right, and it will.
Oh yeah, no. I've been told I was going to get sued because I posted a video of somebody going down the track and they didn't like it, how I portrayed them, and I just said, "Wow, okay." So life is good. So. Yep.
So no.
I said, well, then don't go out of bounds, and we won't make fun of you if you're going to Dairy Queen. Then what do you want me to do? So it happens. So but they didn't take it as well as I thought they would. So
right.
That's your next question, Greg.
What's that?
What's your next question?
Favorite sled.
In Badger State, or favorite sled? Period.
Period.
Yeah.
I think just from my experience, I don't think there's any better sled or sled operator than Brandon Bungard anywhere.
He's one of the best ones. Yep.
And I know Vaughn Bauer is excellent at NTPA, but I haven't had much experience working with him, so that's the only reason I'm saying that. I mean,
Yep.
every time we've had him, he's been spot on.
Yep. He doesn't miss very often.
No, he does not miss very often.
Yep.
Clint Tucker's not every time I interview Clint for his events, he's the best sled operator in the world. Those are Clint's exact words every single time. So he's proven it too, time and time again.
I know that in Shipshewana last January, I went with the boys, and I couldn't believe how he was nailing guys right at the sand. Perfect.
Right there.
Yep. So you did a good job there. He does a good job.
I mean, he was at Lancaster. What night was Lancaster? Was it? It all runs together.
Right,
Thursday.
Thursday night.
Dirk, that is so
And-
funny. I love this time of year. I don't even know what day it is.
And they got a long track, and their crowd is down at the finish line, or the 300-foot mark is where the majority of your crowd is. And he put everybody in that 310 to 330 range all night long.
Yep.
No, he knows his equipment and he nails it every time.
He does. And
But
then
no, Shipshewana is what impresses me, because that indoor track with the sand, because you want to get as close as you can without piling them into the sand and breaking a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? I know the crowd wants the big sand hits, but the promoters.
I hate sand hits.
Yeah, I know they're hard.
the one thing about good sled settings though too is it's a lot easier on a good track. If
Yeah.
it's
True.
track, the sled settings are terrible, and the guys are just guessing at it, just like you're guessing at weights in your tractor. You know, you got it. All I think all our guys do a good job on a good track. If you have some you're guessing at, it's tough. You pay attention to it and look at the track before you judge the sled operator too. If he's on a good, usually have it right on the money.
And I think Josh has been doing an excellent job all year from what I've seen.
Yeah. Yep. He's better than last year. He's gotten better every year. Yep.
This is his second full year, right, guys, with the sleds?
I think it's third or fourth.
Third, yeah.
Is it? Wow.
Yep. He's been doing good. The next question, Dirk, place to Paul.
Say that again. You broke up.
Your favorite pole.
Darlington.
Yeah.
It's an event. Highland's got a pole. Darlington's an event. And that's what I keep telling these guys up here. I said, yeah, we can do better. But until we have an event, we're just another pole. And Darlington is an event. Freeport used to be an event.
Yep.
Hillsboro Charity Tractor Pull is an event. Toma is an event. And once you get to that, where people put on their calendar, I had such a good time this year, I'm going to make sure that date's open next year. Then you can get an event.
Yep. You have to make it where people that want to come pull with you or come watch you that don't do it every. You're regulars. I want to see that, right?
I mean, the thing with what's cool now is 5 years ago, Highland used to load up about 2 buses and everybody would go to Darlington. Now they don't have to.
Yep.
They just go right there in town and they get to see pro stocks, limited pro,
Yep.
2-wheel drive trucks.
Yep. It'll hopefully it don't rain and we have a good show there again.
Well, it's not supposed to, but I ain't saying nothing.
It sure
And
looks.
we did tile it.
Yeah.
Tiled both sides. I mean, like I said, we're doing everything we can, and that's what it takes.
The freaking heat this week always brings rain.
I know.
Not supposed to, but it seems like it always does.
And it's supposed to cool down drastically Saturday.
Yep. Let's hope
The
it
low
don't.
Saturday night is 55.
That's perfect. I can live with that. I was in the cornfield all day working on gearboxes on irrigation, and it was hot. Let me tell you. I'm glad it wasn't tomorrow, but it was bad today. But
John Strandley just joined us from soccer practice with Ross.
yeah, that was John.
We're doing good. You
Good.
guys. Hey,
Strandley,
we got the #1 flagman on here.
Oh, thank you, John. Jeez.
you
Right.
should have been on the beginning, John. It was funny. Dirk had his had the camera covered up with tape, so we didn't get to see him right away. It was quite comical. Quite comical. So
It's not my computer, John.
I think Amy kiboshed him.
Yep.
So, well, Dirk, we're going to let you go. Or Dirk, you can stay on, but we're going to talk about. I want to recap last week, so I want to kind of go through the results a little bit. So, Beaver Dam, you can stay on, Dirk, because you're kind of part of Badger State. You're kind of a big deal here. So, if Beaver Dam was last Wednesday, right, guys?
Yep,
So let me start there. Did they have their big crowd as always, guys?
it was huge.
Yeah.
I think it was the biggest crowd ever, Jason. About 400 feet long or 450 feet long, 6 deep standing.
Yep.
Yeah, I see people go there early when I've been up there in the past and getting their seats marked with blankets, and it's crazy.
They
It's crazy.
Yep.
back from the guys. They said it was the biggest crowd they've ever had.
Awesome.
So that was really cool. Yep.
And that's a big grandstand. I mean, they can hold a lot of people.
Yeah, I bet there's 3,000 people in the grandstands, and there's probably 500-600 standing in front. You know, along the
That's awesome. Willie Deppy won 2-wheelers at with Old School at 319. Kyle Timmerman, Hot Nasty, was second. Scott Nearing was third. Pro Stock Diesel Trucks. Does Dirk want to be done? Corey Funk, I'm gonna mute him for a second, guys. We'll let him come back and talk. He'll think he's talking to us. It'll be funny.
Right.
Pro Stock Diesel Trucks, Corey Funk, #1. Joe Wiltz, #2. Jared Ripp, #3. 540 Light Pros, Alan Cook, 360. Colin Burkholz, 346. Alan Paulson, 335. That's kind of Alan's hometown pull, right?
Yep. Alan and Keller lives there too with the
Yeah.
Wild. You know, he's on the Wild Buck team, and he lives about the same as Al.
Okay. Limited Pro, Ingo King is back out, 347. Mike Gerlach, 343. Kathy Gallitz, 342. Feller was 340. Josh Dutton, 337. 14-4-1s. That's awesome. Pro Stocks, Travis Wildman, 346. Randy Brew, 342. Ben Brinkmeyer. There's a Ben Brinkmeyer. How many Brinkmeyer kids drive that tractor?
That was his first pass ever. Really good job driving.
337.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Super
Yes.
Farms, Shannon Barman. Is that Brian's wife, Shannon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Chuck Gutenberg was second.
That was her
John
first time ever driving a tractor as well.
And then Tori Slama drove Fast and Furious. Is that James's daughter?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So had some first timers up there.
A lot of first times there. Yep.
That was Avery was the first time on my Pro Stock too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. What do you think of that, Greg?
He thought it was all right.
Oh yeah.
It-
All right. This is all right, Dan.
If I had a vote of so far the most improved track all year, that'd probably be it. You know, as far as most improved track, if we had a vote for it, that would so far this year, that would get my vote. They put some clay in it; it was a lot better.
That's always been kind of a hard racetrack in the past, hasn't it?
Yep. It was always it was hard and dry. It just didn't, it went together nice, but it just didn't take any power. But it took a little bit more power this year.
Colin Burkholz says track made a huge improvement this year at Beaver Dam. Awesome.
Yep.
I think
He
a
might-
lot of the-
That way.
Colin's rocking the picture of the hot farm in his YouTube profile there. I like that.
Yeah.
I think four-wheel drive trucks were kind of taken by surprise in the gearing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if they went off the past, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lancaster Light Pro was Deer Addiction, 343. Gray Area was 342. Colin was 335. Two-wheel drives. Chad Hegarty went 347. Old School Tim Deppy went 329. Kurt Timmerman went 327. Super Farm went to All Cranked Up Jason Vinny. Trip Downing was second. Casey Fritz was third. Tori Slama was fourth. Let's see here. Light limited super stock. Jamie Barger driving haywire out of Houston, Kentucky. Took the win. Is that an alky or is that a smoker, Ryan?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Yeah, laid one out there, 353. Steve Zenz was second at 337. David Runkle was third at 337. Wickman fourth. Hot Farm, Mike Meyer won at 335. David Baker was second at 334. Adam Adrian, 331. That's kind of Adam's hometown pole, Lancaster, isn't it? He doesn't live too far from there, Glen Haven, I don't think.
Yep. His dad used to be president of the fair board there.
Okay.
Steve Adrian. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like 6 feet, like for the top 12 tractors in Hot Farm. It's always so competitive.
Yep.
Awesome. Jamie
Yep.
Larson won 3-6 Pro Stock Diesel Trucks by a foot over Corey Funk. Ryan Funk was third. What a class. What a show. That's Lancaster. Let's see here. Then Pecatonica was next, right?
Yep.
That's Burkhart's hometown pole, right? Him and Cunningham and those guys.
Yep. Lancaster has been one of the every year, we've been pulling there for 30 years. We didn't for a few years there, but that has always been a good track.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pecatonica, the results are not up on the website, so I can't give them to you. Sorry about that. I just checked that.
Nick Gallitz won limited pro.
Yep.
Okay.
Nick Cunningham won the pro farm. No, Scott's son, Brennan, drove for the first time and won pro farm that night.
Yep.
Light limited was the Oliver Zenz.
Yep. Yep.
I think that's Dave's tractor.
Yeah.
Because I think Steve drives the white.
Steve has the Z ride.
Yep. Yep.
Sauk Prairie, Hot Farm goes to Warren Luthborough. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, Double Trouble lost a huge points. They lost a big lead they had there. I think they only have a 2-point lead now after Sauk because they were up by a bunch, but they finished last because they blew a turbocharger, so that stinks.
Kathy told me that Mike had a bad feeling this week. Something. He went good, did speak to the last night.
Pro Stock Diesel Trucks, Corey Funk gets the win in Sauk. Stranley was second. Jamie Larson was third. Light limit to Super Stocks, Jamie Barger with Haywire won at 330. Steve Zenz was second, 325. Wittenbach's hometown pole, third at 320. Limited Pros, John Coots, 333, won. Jared Fredericks got second at 328. Aaron Geitzel got third at 323. How many pullers are running those new parks that Feller was talking about last week in that class?
I think
Sure, Fredericks is.
Fredericks and John Meyer Jr. are.
Okay.
Yep. And that's it. Randy Brew has them on in Pro Stock. Is the only other ones in the club, I believe.
Okay.
The new ones.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, so that's our weekend. So Highland, Wisconsin, you guys. This we have about 5 minutes left. So John, you haven't got to talk much, John. So I want to give you a chance to talk. So.
You sure? Dirk might throw me out. Sled settings for light pros are top 5. Colin Burkhold said.
Yep. Well,
Top 5 track in the very underrated.
Yep. Not underrated by the guys that pull there because I know that's a good track. So you announced
Looking forward to
it.
Highland.
What's that?
So looking forward to the weekend in Highland.
Yep. So what was your highlight of the week this last week, John? The polls you did do.
I think Beaver Dam was a highlight. Stacy came up with me and both of us called the show there. That was so much fun between the two of us and 2 tracks. That was just a great time.
It was a lot. The poll moved right along.
Moved fast. A lot of good action.
Except for Randy's injector come for 20 minutes to fix.
Yeah.
That's make it work. We had a hard time on his program because but other than that, Pecatonica I know is a good show, really good show. That was a much improved track. I would say it's the best that's ever been there too. This ever, that around a long ways. I would like to have been pulling down there with blue one, but we're not. So maybe next, but we can't go 4 nights in a row.
Yeah, doing maintenance and that's a lot of runs there. Got to make sure you look over them.
It is.
Plus farming and everything else. So
Right.
good points race in all the classes, though. I'm sure it's going to be a nail biter right to the wire in Monroe when we're done.
Yeah. Only two classes that have a big lead, I think, is Pro Stock with Travis Wildman and Limited Pro with John Coots. All the rest of them are pretty tight, aren't they?
I think so. Trucks are top 3 are pretty tight. I think first place Funks. I think if they just stay a solid couple passes, they'll have that one sewn up. But second, third, and fourth are tight, I think, in that class. Hot Farm's got to be really tight, I believe.
Yeah, 2 points.
2 points.
Yep, it's 2 points.
It'll be a nail right to the end.
Yeah.
What about Super Farm?
Hey, you got Larry Richwine on the Badger State show. What's up, Larry? How are you, buddy?
Well, I tuned in 8 minutes early, didn't I?
Well, that's okay. I think did I send you
Did
the
you
wrong
send them the wrong link?
Everybody loves Larry Richwine. We can have you don't work for the NTP anymore, Larry. You're a free agent. You can talk
Well, technically, yeah, I'm a free agent. I don't know, yeah.
Well, I can tell you, but Dave Schreier, I says, if you're out of a job, you can come work with me. I'll teach you a little about tractor pulling.
Oh, here we go. Yep, there's
Okay.
there's
All
the
right,
side.
Dan.
I was hoping to see Larry at Hillsboro, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him. And I see you got a nice award in Bowling Green, so congratulations.
Well, thank you. I was at Hillsboro.
I seen you, yeah, but I didn't get a chance to chat with you.
Oh, well, I was available for chatting.
I was, but I was on the microphone.
Oh,
Larry,
well.
did I put the Badger State link in the chat today for Let's Grow Pulling?
Yeah, buddy.
This is going to be fun tonight. Awesome.
Wait till everyone
Jason,
joins.
You know, Jason, you've been saying a lot, man. I love you, Larry. I love you. And I'm thinking, I've been telling you, no homo. No homo.
It's all good.
And then here I am with all our Badger State friends.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's we love our Larry Richwine. I just sent the wrong link to everybody. This is going to be fantastic tonight.
Would you want I should get off of here?
No, you can stay on. Great. We like having you on, Larry. We're wrapping this one up and we're going to head over to Let's Grow Pulling. So I'm going to log off right now because I need to send some new links to people. Hey, Dirk, I'm going to send you the proper link for the Let's Grow Pulling show. Okay.
Okie dokie.
I want you to come on there at 8:15. Okay. So why don't we just wrap it up? I need to clean stuff up, guys.
It's
Yeah.
my fault. I showed up and it's my fault. Damn.
No, Larry.
That's okay, Larry.
No, Larry, I'm glad you did because I'd have been like, "Where's everybody at?" So it's all good.
Nope. I don't have anything else unless you do, John. How you feel? You good?
I'm good. Just thank all of our great sponsors that help us out. So Slama Enterprises, Front Street Toys. Who else do we got, Greg? We got Casper Egg.
Yep, and Trip Downing. Casper.
Yep. So thanks to everybody that's
Want to thank.
helping us out. So.
Yep. That's all I got this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
I think next week we're gonna have some.
All right. Take care, everybody.
What's that, Greg?
I think we're gonna have stuff from Chris Feller next
More
week,
what?
where the blocks are.
Okay, sounds
All right.
good. Larry, watch the chat. I'm gonna send the right link. I'm such a ding dong.